first of all, what did you make of Shishkin's reappearance and first real race this season, I suppose, finishing?
Shishkin, yeah. Well, it was, but I think it was sort of, it was a bit, going into the race, you felt sorry for him a little bit. I mean, it sounded as if he'd been like an escaped convict that had got loose and he's let out of prison. Will he still be the same person? I don't see that he's done anything wrong. Admittedly, Ascot was his fault. He was naughty, and that would have, he'd have got slapped knuckles for that performance. But I mean, you couldn't blame him for Kempton. That really was unlucky, and it was a bit cruel. They're expensive races to throw away, and unfortunately he did. But it wasn't his fault. And I mean, we think he'd have won. The Shark probably thinks he would have won as well, but nobody will know. Nobody minds now. But he'd run a hell of a race at Kempton, first time out this season, and so he deserved that at Newbury, and he did it properly. He finished very strong, and it was good to see him back. I think the most encouraging thing is how well he's taken that race. He really has come out of it looking really, really fantastic, and I've never seen him look better, actually.
And the distance of the Gold Cup, obviously, he's been a great performer over 2 miles, moving up through the distances. 3 miles, he arguably would have won the King George. 3, 2.5, it's a long way to go for a horse that's not gone further than 3.
But the only good thing is he's only had the 3 runs over 3 miles, and we went from 2 to 2.5 at Ascot, then straight into the 3 at Aintree last year. And he wasn't going to get to Ahoy Senor turning into the straight, and then when stamina really kicked in, he not only got to him, he was going further and further away. And he's finished all his races, except for obviously Kempton, but he was running at the time. He'd got the race, he'd beaten all the others that looked like being the players until the other horse sailed past the whole lot. But I think that was, bear in mind that we'd actually got in the way of the next 2. So we probably slowed the race up quite a bit for the winner. But he was finishing strong there, and he finished very strong at Newbury. So I can't think personally I think it's in his favour. But he was very good over 2, so he's got a bit of pace. I think that helps.